Hey, have you been to Buchanan State Forest? No? Well, put it on your list. And here are 5 amazing things to see while you're out here. Watch to see more.
Buchanan State Forest, named for Pennsylvania's first president James Buchanan, is a huge stretch of public land that covers parts of 3 counties. For most people, it's just a green blur on the map as they speed down the turnpike. But if you're willing to turn off the highway and onto those winding gravel roads, it's like a gateway to another time. This isn't about the usual well-marked tourist stops. This is about the thrill of discovery, of standing in a place and feeling the weight of its history, the power of its nature, and a kind of quiet that's getting harder and harder to find. We're counting down my top 5, and we'll start with a place that holds layers of 20th century history. Coming in at number 5 is a place that packs so many layers of history into one small, fascinating, and powerful site: the ruins of the Sideling Hill prisoner of war camp. You can find it right along Oregon Road, a well-maintained gravel road just a short distance from the abandoned turnpike. The history here is incredibly rich. It started its life in 1933 as a camp for the Civilian Conservation Corps, or CCC, one of those New Deal programs that put unemployed young men to work building roads and trails in our forests. You can still walk and drive on the roads they built. When World War II broke out, the camp's purpose changed completely. First, it was used to house conscientious objectors, men who refused to fight for moral or religious reasons. Then from 1945 to 46, it was transformed again, this time into a camp for captured German prisoners of war. Today you can walk through what's left of the camp. An informational kiosk shows a map and gives you context for the ruins. You can find the foundations of the barracks, the stone base of the flagpole, and even a chimney that's still standing. Standing here, you can't help but feel the ghosts of its past lives. You can almost imagine the CCC crews heading out for a day of work, the quiet reflections of the objectors, and the German chatter of prisoners held thousands of miles from home. It's a place of complex American history hidden in plain sight. It's the perfect example of what makes Buchanan State Forest so special, a place where incredible stories are etched right into the landscape, just waiting for you to find them. For our number 4 gem, we're gearing up for a different kind of adventure. This isn't about a single spot, but about a network of rugged roads that let you explore the forest in a way most people never will: the drivable trails. Buchanan State Forest offers miles of designated trails for high-clearance 4x4 vehicles. These aren't your average gravel roads. They are old logging and service roads that are intentionally left minimally maintained for a true off-road experience. In the Sideling Hill area, there are a number of these trails and a handful more in the Cheneysville division. Getting behind the wheel on these trails is a thrill. You're navigating rocky climbs and winding through deep woods, feeling every bit of the terrain. It's a bit out of the way, but the payoff is huge. These roads take you to parts of the forest that are truly remote, where you're more likely to see wildlife like deer or wild turkey than another person. It's the ultimate way to get off the grid and feel a sense of total immersion in the wilderness. It's about the journey itself, the focus, the freedom, and the satisfaction of reaching those quiet, untouched corners of the forest that are inaccessible to most. From the rugged trails on the forest floor, our number 3 spot takes us way up above the treetops. One of the things that makes Buchanan State Forest so special is its seriously dramatic landscape, and with that comes some amazing scenic vistas. There are a bunch to choose from, but 2 in particular are absolute must-sees. First up is Summit Road Vista in Fulton County. Just getting here is part of the fun, winding up a forest road until the trees suddenly break and the whole world just opens up below you. What I love about this spot is the view, a huge patchwork quilt of farms and forests stretching out for miles. It's also popular with amateur radio folks, so you might see them set up, bouncing signals off the atmosphere. In the fall, this overlook is on another level with waves of orange, red, and yellow as far as you can see. It's one of those places you can just sit for hours and watch the light change. Then there's Bark Road Vista. Located just off the historic Lincoln Highway, this overlook offers a stunning, wide-open view looking east towards McConnellsburg. You can drive right up to it, and from here you can see the valley floor with its familiar barns and fields, creating a perfect contrast with the surrounding mountain ridges. It's an incredible spot to get a sense of the landscape and a powerful reminder of the raw beauty of Pennsylvania's outdoors. These overlooks offer perspective, not just visually, but mentally. Alright, for our number 2 hidden gem, we're heading back into the forest to find a true marvel of 19th century engineering. A structure that's way more beautiful and perfectly preserved than it has any right to be. This is the South Pennsylvania Railroad Aqueduct. Hidden away in a quiet hollow, you can get to it via the short and easy Railroad Arch Trail. When you see it, you'll feel like you stumbled upon something from the Roman countryside, not rural Pennsylvania. It's a 199-foot-long aqueduct built completely from native stone, with a perfect arch designed to let a small stream flow under a planned railroad line. And here's the most amazing part. It was built in the 1880s by Sicilian masons, and they did it all without a drop of mortar. That's right, every single stone was hand cut and fitted so perfectly that the whole 15-foot high structure stands today just from tension and gravity. It's as solid now as the day it was finished. The history behind it is just as fascinating. This was all part of the doomed South Penn Railroad project, a huge undertaking that was abandoned before it was ever finished. So this incredible aqueduct, a monument to old world craftsmanship, never actually did its job. It's just a beautiful, lonely testament to a dream that never came true, sitting silently in the woods. The hike to get here is short and beautiful, following the creek through the forest. When you first catch a glimpse of the aqueduct through the trees, it's a genuinely magical moment. It feels both totally out of place and perfectly at home. It's a photographer's dream, a history lover's paradise, and a truly unforgettable piece of hidden Pennsylvania. Before we get to number 1, if you want even more Mid-Atlantic Overland insider info, consider joining the channel for exclusive content and access. Just click on the join button below this video or on the channel page. For one-time support, click the thanks button or buy some merch at the Moods of Overland store. Thanks, and back to the list. And that brings us to my number 1 hidden gem. This is maybe the most famous of the hidden gems on this list, but its sheer size and eerie post-apocalyptic vibe make it an adventure you absolutely have to experience. I'm talking about the abandoned Pennsylvania Turnpike. Back in 1968, a 13-mile section of America's superhighway, including 2 massive tunnels, was bypassed and just left to decay. Today, about 8.5 miles of that stretch is open to the public as the Pike to Bike Trail, a hauntingly beautiful path for hikers and cyclists. Walking or riding on this road is surreal. You're on a 4-lane highway, and you can still see faint line markers and old reflectors, but it's completely silent as nature slowly reclaims the pavement. The absolute highlight of this journey is plunging into the darkness of the Sideling Hill Tunnel. At over 1.25 miles long, this thing is a beast of engineering. Walking into its gaping mouth is both thrilling and a little intimidating. The air instantly gets cold, and every sound echoes on and on. The walls are covered in decades of graffiti, creating this chaotic, colorful tapestry that just adds to the otherworldly feel. It's a long, dark walk to the other side, and watching that little pinprick of light get bigger and bigger is an experience you won't forget. This place is more than just a trail. It's a time capsule. It's where massive industrial ambition crashed into the quiet, unstoppable power of nature. It's an icon for adventurers looking for a unique glimpse into a piece of transportation history that was just frozen in time. So there you have it, my top 5 hidden gems of Buchanan State Forest. From a historic World War II POW camp and rugged 4x4 trails to incredible mountain vistas, a forgotten stone masterpiece, and an eerie abandoned highway. This forest is so much more than just trees. It's a living museum full of the history and nature that define this corner of Pennsylvania. What I love about these places is that they offer a different kind of experience. They require a bit of curiosity. They reward a little bit of effort, and they give you a genuine sense of discovery that you just can't get at a crowded tourist trap. So next time you're looking for an adventure, I challenge you to look beyond the obvious. Pull up a map, pick a state forest, and just start exploring. You never know what stories you might find. And I want to hear from you. What are some of your favorite hidden gems in your home state? Let me know in the comments below. I'm always looking for new places to check out. If you enjoyed this journey, please give this video a like and be sure to subscribe for more adventures off the beaten path. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to visit these places respectfully, and as always, leave no trace. We'll see you on the next one.